Hey y'all, welcome to another beautiful day. It's a little chillier today, but that's alright. About to go give my chickens some table scraps. It's some turnip greens that we never got around to cooking. I was looking forward to them, but that's alright. My wife's been feeling a little under the weather, so and I've been working a lot. So here we go. They're doing pretty good, and I'm giving this to them, kind of getting them used to receiving stuff other than... I'm really dark out here. Receiving other stuff than the chicken start. So I fed them this morning when I got home from work. So here they're going to get some beautiful turnip greens. So let's give a little check on them. Hey, beautifuls. There we go. And I want to show you what I did, and I gotta clean it out, and I'm gonna wait until I'm off. But it's working out very beautifully. It's just it's 1-inch hardwired cloth. They can still step on it. They kind of don't like to step on it, which is kind of what I want it. And they can poop through it. So lots of good stuff in there. So get out of here. It's a little chilly. So they're huddled up together. And the coop seems to be doing alright. I got a little more work to do to it. So, and if you'll notice, besides that one little bare spot, I've got the rest of the garden covered. Soon I will be planting some direct seed stuff into the ground. I don't think we're getting any frost for the remainder of the year, or the remainder of this season. So, I've got tomato transplants started. They are still a few weeks away. They are not ready at all, but very good germination rate. So I'll give you a look. And the only things that have not sprouted are my peppers, which I've got a variety started. It's probably too cool for them, so I'll keep them trying. And I've also got some flowers, some marigolds, snapdragon, one Achantia sprout, pretty much. Well, one cell sprouted. A lavender, it's not doing. I don't know why. Maybe it's the weather, but Alright, so the flowers, they're doing alright. I'll let them sit in the cells till they sprout. I've cleaned up my little greenhouse bed, which didn't do too well. I got a little bit, that's where the collard greens came from. And what I'm going to do is I just planted garden beans in it. I was able to use an entire packet based on the spacing. So, it's just nothing but dirt right now. So I got that all pulled up. Honestly, the weather right now is actually perfect for cool weather stuff, I think. It's in the low 50s, I think, and if we had this weather for the majority of the winter, then I'd have a good harvest of collards and mustard greens and all sorts of stuff, but that's alright. So I want to show you my little grapevine that I put together with some T-post, and I'm going to keep it in a bucket so I can control the variables. I'll have to water it more frequently, obviously, but I don't want the plant getting too big, so this is what I've got. So I think that'll work just fine. 2 T-posts, 2 small T-posts, 4 foot tall, I think. I don't remember the gauge, but this is not. It's a metal cord. So, and I actually also planted the sunflowers, black oil seed sunflowers, into the radishes. I was going to mow down the radishes, but I think I'm going to let them be. Let us get as much biomass in the form of roots in the soil as possible. So what I did some broadcast spreading on the sunflowers. I've been watering consistently, so hopefully I'll have a nice crop of sunflowers that I'll be able to use as a feed source for sprouts for my chickens, and I'll have enough for next year. And I want to show you the volunteer sunflower that just kind of popped up. It's getting pretty big. So that's pretty exciting. My wife wanted me to cut it down, but I'm not going to, because I want to see the quality of sunflower that it's going to be, and it's going to be an indication of what the other sunflowers are for me, because this was from the same bag, I believe. So we'll just see what happens. And my blueberries are starting to come to life a little bit, getting a little bit of greenage on them. I don't know if you can see that, but, and a few flowers on some of them. So I'd like to see some more growth on them, but they're still fairly new. I planted them last year, and they've gotten a lot bigger. So I got a few of them from a friend that I've just dug up out of his backyard, and a couple from Home Depot, I believe. So the next stage that I'm working on, and I just started saving some food crops, is I want to get a worm bin going. I don't know what kind of style yet. I've been toying with some 5-gallon buckets or some totes, or even like a worm tower where I plant directly in, cut a hole in the bottom of a 5-gallon bucket, bury it, and start filling that with stuff that worms like. And from my understanding, worms really like the high carbon stuff, like newspaper, cardboard. Shred that up really well. I got lots of coffee grounds I've been saving up, and I'm gonna start saving other stuff, because in addition to the earthworms, I would like to try with the black soldier fly larva. So I'm gonna work on that. Getting a little windy out here, and so my next couple days off, I've got to go to work tonight and tomorrow night, 12-hour shifts. But first thing I'm gonna do is obviously mow the lawn. I didn't get a chance to do that. Ugh. But after that, go full on mode with building a worm bin or something other than that, and black soldier fly bin, which is pretty awesome. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I'll definitely record the process and hopefully get good production going on, because I don't want to pay for chicken feed. I mean, that's really what it's the whole point for me wanting to do homesteading and start getting into this. I don't want to pay for stuff. I want to be self-sufficient as possible where it makes sense. I don't see the point in spending money on chicken feed when everything is available readily. So that's my thought on it. Now, obviously, I would have some backup feed, of some sort, in case I didn't produce as much or needed it or whatever. But that's just being smart. It's like having money and having backup money, savings account. It's my savings account for chicken feed. But and I also want to check out the local feed stores, because I might be able to get like big 50-pound bags of wheat or barley or something like. Well, I can't remember what specifically it was that someone told me, but for like $15. So I think it was wheat. So if I can do that, I'm definitely going to do that, and I will actually be growing my own little plot of wheat this year. I got some seeds from M.I. Gardner. He's got a very awesome YouTube channel called Triticale. That's the name of the wheat. It's like a wheat rye hybrid. Been around for a while, and I'm trying that. And I think I can't remember exactly how many pounds of wheat I'll get out of it, but it should be pretty neat. I think, if I remember correctly, maybe like 40 pounds of like the harvest size. So I'll be working on that. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and bye.